Welcome, everyone, and thank you very much for joining me this morning. My name is Quinn. I've been working in the field of education since 1985. I spent more than 20 years in the classroom, mainly as a special educator. But during my 30-plus years in education, I've had other roles: music teacher, person in charge of computer labs, AT trainer, consultant, and finally developer of learning resources. Today's webinar is the second of a three-part webinar. We will discuss the use of video in the classroom. The first part was recorded on March 20. In that session, I presented some tools to create, edit, enhance videos. And today, I will present some tools and resources to support receptive language. So we will basically talk about building vocabulary and comprehension skills. In the last session of this three-part webinar, which is scheduled for April 20 at 2 p.m. Central, I will share tools and resources and skills. Today is a one-hour webinar, and for the most part, I will share my computer screen for a live demonstration of the tools that I'm presenting. There will be time for Q&A at the end. Just use the chat window to type your questions. You also have my email. It's on the cover page of the handout, and please don't hesitate to contact me if you want to know more about the tools that I will present today. And I'd like to thank Deb Offset, who will be monitoring the chat window for questions, and let's up note for technical issues. I'd also like to thank AbleNet University for having me today. So, receptive language, let's see. What is receptive language? It's basically the ability to understand information, and it involves understanding words, sentences, and meaning of what others say or what it is read. And this ties to the importance of knowing vocabulary. Learning vocabulary is crucial for any learner. If learners don't know the vocabulary meaning of the words they read or hear, they will not have a full understanding of what they are reading or listening, and consequently, they will not be able to write and talk about a specific topic. So we can say that comprehension improves as you learn what words mean. Strong vocabulary skills are a good indicator of academic success, but also will allow a learner to succeed in many areas of his or her life. And if students have challenges processing language, we educators should focus on improving the vocabulary skills of these learners. So let's see what some challenges might be. Conditions such as dyslexia, autism, spectrum disorder, attention deficit, or specific language impairment are usually associated with receptive language disorders. So some students might have problems understanding vocabulary words, or their vocabulary might be very limited, or they might have trouble understanding what is said to them, or they might have problems following directions, or making inferences, or reading learning materials, or connecting words to the concept that the words represent. And using video, it's important. It's a great help because video can activate all that background knowledge that is necessary to increase comprehension, connect all the dots so the information makes sense, and build vocabulary and language skills. Through video, we can provide to our students feedback. We can do modeling. We can give prompts and many types of support to build skills and promote independence, which is the ultimate goal for our learners. So let's see some of the tools that can help us in this very important task. One, I'm going to share my computer screen now, and we will explore a tool, an online tool called Dictionary, which is a video dictionary. It's a collection of short videos that you can use to see what a word really means, because the video helps understanding different concepts. I'm going to share my screen, desktop, and let's see. Here is dictionary, and here you can notice that there is a portion where you can type a word, and let's type the word beach, for example. And when you type search, there are going to be different possibilities, different videos that have been created already and inserted in this database of videos, vocabulary videos. And so if I click on this video and click and start playing the video.
Beach. Beach.
You will see different areas, different ways to show a beach and also the word that matches the concept, and so that will help students understanding, especially if they've never been to a beach, they don't know what a beach is, they can see what happens at the beach and have a better sense of what that word means. So it's a nice tool, very simple. It's free, of course, and I think it's very useful. So this is called Dictionary, and you have the link in your handout. Another tool, and I'm going to share my iPad now, it's called WordTube. Too bad this webinar was today because WordTube has been discounted at 50% in honor of Autism Awareness Week. So you missed that probably. Let's see. All right. So what it is, it's a powerful app basically for learning and demonstrating the meaning of vocabulary from different perspectives. It's simple to use and simple to customize. And so when a user taps a picture, the related word is spoken, and a short video is played to add a visual meaning of the word. So let's see, I'm going to tap now the word ball.
Ball.
And if I tap it again,
ball.
Okay, let's see. If I tap it again,
ball.
Oh, basically, there are different videos associated to the word, and they appear randomly. So if you tap the same word at different times, you might get different videos, which is important because that offering different representation of a concept helps the learner with generalization. So let's say that if the word is open, you can create your own resource, and if you are using the word open, you can add a video of someone that opens a door, or someone that opens a can, or someone that opens a backpack, and all different actions related to the same word, but the meaning is different, and so that can help the student generalizing a concept. So there are in this application there are also some games in addition to a traditional board with different words. You also have the ability to play games, and if I tap on the word games at the top right, there are two games. One is called Free Play, and the other one is called Find the Word. And Free Play allows the user to just explore all the items on the board. And in Find the Word, a word is spoken. Then the learner has to find the word on the board. And if the selection is correct, the video that matches that word will play. And again, they are random, so you might get different videos every time you tap the same word. And if the selection is incorrect, the incorrect cell disappears from the screen and it's taken away, and so then the learner can try a different selection until he gets the right word matching the sound that's been spoken. And when you select Find a Word,
I.
Okay, let's see. The word that was spoken was I, so if I select ball instead,
ball. I.
The word goes away, the cell goes away, and the word is repeated again. And when I touch I get the video that confirms that I did correctly. There are some settings that I can select for the games, and so I can have the video playing at the end once the answer is correct, or the video first means that instead of the word spoken, I will see the video with no sound, and then the student has to find the word that matches the video. So there are different options, and sounds to give feedback on the right or wrong answer, etc. So kind of nice, and you can easily create your own board. And there are already things available here that you can select. But if you want to create your own board, you just tap on the plus sign and click on New Board, and have the choice of creating a board up to 84 cells on the page. Very simple. The author has numerous videos on YouTube, and so there are a lot of tutorials available to help you in creating and maybe using also the application, because it can be used for learning social skills, recognizing emotion, visual schedules, storytelling, or even for learning another language, because the text-to-speech, there are two engines in the app, so you can have the same word in two different languages, which is also helpful if you are using it to learn another language, or if you are working with a student that is dual languages, speaks Spanish, for example, and is learning English, or vice versa. So this is called WordTube. And Deb, please interrupt me if there are questions. If attendees have some questions, don't hesitate to interrupt me. Okay. The next application that we are going to explore is called the Pact. Now, the Pact is a comprehensive app system, and it has more than 200 templates. It is based on the Pact Framework, a research-based system of instruction that has been developed by Phil Macomber. The Pact methodology embraces the idea that one size does not fit all in education, and learners with disabilities have so many challenges when they try to learn new information or use new learning tools, or they try to become more independent. And so the challenges might be cognitive or motor, or problems in the way they perceive things. So the Pact Framework focuses on building the solid understanding of content and increasing the learner's expression and participation when they share what they have learned. And there are two foundational principles: consistency and predictability. Because if you present content in a way that is consistent and predictable, the learner can focus not on how to do things, but on what to do, which is much easier and requires less cognitive load. So the framework, and I'm going to open the app now, and disclaimer, I am one of the team members that developed this application. The Pact has 4 modules: learn about, read about, write about, and talk about. 2 are receptive language modules, the green and the blue, the learn about and the read about. And the other 2 are expressive language modules, and they focus on improving expression. So the learn about module focuses on teaching vocabulary, so words and their meaning, and to build comprehension. The color coded is green, and teaches the vocabulary that is related to a particular curriculum unit. The vocabulary is presented at a single word level and in a variety of learning formats. So if I tap on learn about, there are going to be different formats: photo albums, collage, learning boards, play games, and vocabulary words. And the read about module is color-coded blue and highlights the importance of using a specific set of vocabulary words that previously have been taught in the Learn About module in a more complex reading format. So a single word vocabulary is expanded into bullet points, sentences, and paragraphs, to gain more knowledge about my main ideas, details, and summary points. So if I go to read about, in read about there are idea maps, sequences and timelines, study guides, books, different formats of books, from very simple to complicated. So you can address different learning styles and learning abilities. Then there is the write about module for writing. And you have build idea maps, write sequences and timelines, study guides, worksheets and quizzes, and writing assignments. So journals, different type of writing assignments can be completed in this module. And the last one is to share knowledge. So to talk about module that has oral presentations, ask questions, state opinion and facts, make choices, give answers, directions, and all a variety of formats to support sharing information and sharing knowledge. So today we're going to see some examples created by teachers, and we'll start with the Learn About module. I'm going to create photo album, and I'm going to select the template Spiral Frame 1 and the activity called Foundations Alphabet Spiral Frame 1. So the teacher in this activity created an alphabet book, basically, and for each letter of the alphabet selected a short video, actually the song, and for each letter of the alphabet there is a little segment of this video that plays the portion of the song that is related to the letter. So if I tap on A right now.
A, apple, A.
A is for apple. Apple.
And then you go to the next page, and the next letter is the B. So again, once I tap,
B, bat, book.
B is for balls,
etc. So I'm showing this because one of the neat thing about the app and the video, working with video, is the fact that you can, I'm going to set up, you can just import an entire video in the app, and then page by page, you don't need to edit or cut portions of the video using an external tool to cut what you need. You can basically select a specific portion of the video to play on a specific page. So if I touch trim here, you'll see that there are in and out points right in here, in this area here. And so you can move the scrubber, the video scrubber, a little bit and select the portion of the song of this video that you want to be played on this particular page. And then once I go back, and I can go to the next page, and oops, I go set up activity. Yeah. Go to the next page, and again I can go to trim, and as you notice, there is an area that is a little farther down because the letter is a little over on the video, and so on. So once you create an activity and you export it or you share it with someone else, all these settings will stay and the user can see that portion of video that's been selected. So I like it because it's very simple to use. You don't have to use external tools to cut and create your own videos. So this is one example. And then another activity, create photo album. Okay. Page frame 2. Okay, this is a different example. In this example, the teacher is talking about shapes. So the vocabulary has to do with geometry, so two-dimensional shapes, so circle, square, rectangle, etc. And again, if I start the activity and I tap,
Circle, a shape that is round with no sides or corners.
I go to the next one, and there is a different shape. So in this case, there is no video in this particular activity. The teacher decided not to put a video here. But in the Read About module, go to the books. There are different formats. There are books with one line and books that are more text, more complex, 2-page, etc. Books with study guides. There's a variety of templates available. But once you select, let's see, book, I think it's book 7. Yes, you have shape books with videos. And so if I select the book, there is a little cover page with the title, and then the introduction, and then you have the word circle that was just a word in the Learn About module has been expanded in the Read About module, and it's included in a paragraph. And so you tap and you read.
A circle is a shape that is round with no sides or corners.
So there's the topper.
A circle that I see is...
Okay, I'm just interrupting that. And then if I go again to start the video.
Circle.
You see the teacher has created a video where it's drawing a circle. And you can stop the video here, and there are some tools available, like an annotating tool. I'm touching on the little pencil at the top right. And so you have annotating. You can just highlight something or write something on the page. If you're presenting this on a smartboard or on a projector, you can just show your kids what you're doing and put the attention on certain elements on the page. So if I select the highlighter, I can highlight the word, or I can just show what to do, move my finger, etc. So this is another example. And the last one that I would like to show you is, again, something in, let's see, flashcards. Okay. This is a unit on social communication. So another example created by teachers. And flashcard is basically the 2 sides, the word, and then you go to the next page and you have the definition. And by tapping on the definition, the recordings that have been added by the teachers will play. Going back to the previous page, so you have the word kind, and then there's a video that shows that word kind, what that means. An example.
Kind. Oh, my eraser isn't working. Oh, here, you can use mine. Thank you. That was very kind. You're welcome.
So as you can see, the word is used in a specific context, and of course it would make more sense if you are creating a video with your learners, and if they are actors in the process, it would certainly be learn more easily and remember more easily the concept. So this is an example, and there is also a book related to this unit. And if we go to the Read About module, I open book 3. Yes, and here is Giving a Compliment. There's a cover page. This is a different format, a smaller format, a 1-page book. And again, you have a photo at the top and the text that's been expanded and shows what being kind and respectful, etc., etc. If you go to Setup Mode, you have the ability to add, to change the text, to add a recording, to delete the recording, and if you tap on the photo, you have the ability to change the photo or add a video. It has numerous functionalities, and we will need probably 5 hours to go over it, but I just wanted to show you this because it's a nice tool, and it is discounted until April 17. So if you want to check it out, and if you want to know more about Pact, go to thepact.com and read all the information. So this is the iPact. Next one, another of my favorite. It's called Pictello. So let's open Pictello. Okay, Pictello is a tool to build visual stories and talking books. It is designed for all ages and skill levels. It allows students to receive, engage, and present information. A user can easily add photo, videos, and text to each page of the story. The text can be read aloud by high-quality text-to-speech voice, or the user can record the message. It has text highlighting, word prediction, and materials can be exported as a PDF and also shared with other users. Pictello can be used to build language skills, reading, writing, to create social stories, schedules, journals, video modeling, and presenting information. You name it, it has so many uses. And one of the features that I really like is the possibility to convert a Tar Heel Reader book into a Pictello story and read it on an iPad, iPhone, or iPad Touch. I don't know if you're familiar with Tar Heel Reader. It's a website that has books, very simple, with very simple text, nice images, and they are created by people, by educators, by parents, by speech therapists, even by students, and on different subjects and for any age level, very appropriate for different age levels. And so what I did here, I went to, and I have to go online just to show you how to easily convert. So I'm going to the Pictello converter to show you what to do in case you need to use it. And it is right here. So basically, you go on YouTube, on Tar Heel Reader, and select a book, and then that book will have a URL, will have an address. So let's go to Tar Heel Reader. Here. And so once you select a book, and those are all accessible books in this website, so I'm just selecting this one. And this one has an address as a URL, so you go to Tar Heel Reader Converter, and you put the URL here, the address of the book right here, and then type your email address, and then click on Pictello it, and you will receive an address to a link to tap and to download the book in your device. Very simple. So this is what I did in my iPad. I downloaded a book called T is for Transport. And let's see. I'm going to open it now. And this book did not have videos, so I added videos here. T is for Transport. So I added a recording. And in this page, if I tap on the label,
T is for Traffic.
There is a little, the text-to-speech will speak the label, and also it will be highlighted. But then I added an extra page, and the extra page is a video. So the same vocabulary word, traffic, but when it gives me the idea of the traffic. And then I go to the next page. A is for ambulance. And when I go to the next page, I tap here, and there is an ambulance. So the video, again, helps students understanding better the concept. There's bike, B is for bike, and then there are people biking, and B is for bus, and there is a bus. And I will show you how to easily add edit this page. So you can add your video in Pictello. So first of all, you tap on Edit at the top right, and then you select the book that you want to edit. So I'm going to tap on T is for Transport. And then I will tap on Edit. And there are two modes, the Wizard mode, the Expert mode. For today, we're going to use the Wizard mode. And in the Wizard mode, I have the ability to change the title, add a page, edit pages, etc. So I'm going to add a page because I want to add a page where I will place the video, the bus video that I have saved in my machine. So I click on Add a Page, and here I have the ability to choose a picture and choose it from the library, or take a picture or a video using my camera in my device. I'm going to select Choose from Photo Library, because I already have different videos here. And the bus is right here. And I can select a certain piece of this video if I want, or just, okay, this is what I want, and I select use. The video gets compressed, and it's ready to go. So I have it in my page, and I go to next, and here I can add a label. So I'm going to tap the bottom label and type a word, a vocabulary word. So this will be bus. Done. Then I will tap next, and here I can decide if I want the video sound, the sound from the video, or if I want the text-to-speech to read the vocabulary word, or if I want to make a recording of that word. I'm going to select some sound from video. And you will see that the icons at the top here just changed. And I go to next, and I go to edit pages. And my page, the one that I just created, is at the bottom. So I want to move it to match the previous bus page. So I'm going to tap here, and then I can move the bus up, and put it right here next to B is for bus. So done, and okay, I'm done with this story, and I can play it and go to the next pages.
T is for transport.
And let's see how the bus goes. Next, next, next. So here is the bus, and here is the page that I just created. And once I tap, I will see the movie. Etc. So very simple to use and very useful. It's a nice application. Another tool that is very useful is called Explain Everything. So I'm going to open Explain Everything. Basically is a design tool that lets you annotate, animate, and narrate explanations and presentations. This app allows you to create interactive lessons, interactive activities, assessments, tutorials, and much more. It's basically a screencasting app that can be used as a PDF annotation tool, or you can use it to add multimedia elements to any material such as PDF or PowerPoint. So you import a document, you can import a picture, you can import a video, or you can import a PDF or a PowerPoint and add multimedia elements and create a video of that presentation. And by converting static content into a video with recorded audio, you create a better chance of engaging your learners and give them more access to information. So here, what I did, I'm just going to show you this example. Oops. Okay. So what I did, I have Clicker Communicator app in my iPad. And so let's pretend that I'm working with a student that is learning some core vocabulary words. So the words are I, like, not, want. So what I did in Communicator, in Clicker Communicator, I made some cells non-visible, and I just left some cells visible, the one that I want to use in my video. And I created a screenshot. I made a screenshot of that page in Communicator, and then imported that picture in Explain Everything. And you import elements by tapping on the plus sign right here on the left toolbar. There are all your tools. You can write on the canvas, or you can highlight, you can add shapes or type text, different things that you can do. There is also a simpler version. You can have a simplified toolbar for students that cannot handle too many information, too many tools on the page. And so what I did, I tapped on the plus sign and I imported this screenshot that I created previously. And now I'm going to click here on this tool, and this tool is basically has different different arrows and areas that I can use to highlight certain areas of the screen. So I'm going to select the red dot, and once I click on the recording button, what I do on the screen and what I say will be recorded by the application. So I'm going to tap record. I like it. I like it. I do not like it. Okay, so I'm going to stop here, and if I click on play, I like it. Do you like it? Okay. So once I'm done with my modeling, this is an example, a very simple example of modeling, I can then compress the video, save it, and then send it to my learner, to my student, and the student can watch it over and over and over again until all whatever needs to be done to select the I, the like, the not, the it are understood and very clear on the learner's mind. So this is one example. Modeling for augmentative communication. In your handout, you also have two other examples that have a link, so you can just check by clicking on the links. One is a modeling how to write a 3-point paragraph, very nicely done. It can give you ideas of how to do it. And then there's another one done by a teacher that is giving feedback to learners on a math assignment. And then there is another example that I have here. Let's see. Okay. This is an example of practice reading and receiving self-feedback. So basically, students created a book, and what they did after creating the book, they need to add a recording, read well, to add the recording with their own voices to the book. And some students didn't have the ability to read very well. So they are practicing with this application. They are practicing recording themselves and reading, and then they will check it out or work with peers and see if the recording is nicely done, and they can do it again and again and again until the reading is nice and works well, and then they are ready to actually do the recording and share the book with parents, peers, and everybody in the family or in the community. So this is the simple book in the winter, and I again can click on the recording button and record myself and listen to myself. Another example that I have here is, let's see, here. This is an example of app smashing. Basically, I'm putting two apps together. I'm using Telegami and Explain Everything. Telegami is a simple application that allows you to create and share a short animated video called a Gami. And to make a Gami, you have to customize the character, select the background, record your message, and save the video. So I did that in the application Telegami, and then imported the Telegami video in Explain Everything. So I imported the video and made a video of the video plus what I was doing on the screen. And so this is a book, again, from Tariel Reader. And if I'm reading here, I love dogs. Dogs like to walk. Dogs like to eat. Dogs love to play. I love dogs. Some dogs are small. Some dogs are hairy. I like them all. I love dogs. What I do?
I love dogs.
Okay, so you can see that the character moved because it was a movie from another application. And then I added some PCS symbols to the page. And I also drew during the recording. I used some tools to draw on the page. So different uses, very nice. It's not expensive. It's a very affordable app, and I love it. It's very useful. Okay, so now we're going to talk about video modeling, which is something that we already talked about. It's an evidence-based practice. It's a strategy that uses videos to model a specific skill or a specific behavior. And there are different types of video modeling. In a standard way, a learner watches something done by other people. So other people model certain skills or behavior, like washing your hands or brushing your teeth, going to the dentist, taking turns, etc. Then there is another type that is called video self-modeling. And in the self-modeling, the learner is filmed himself while displaying the target skill or the behavior that is targeted. And then there is another way of doing video modeling, which is called point of view video modeling, where the target skill or behavior is recorded from the perspective of the learner. And in your handout, there is a link to a YouTube video that shows you what that exactly means. So the goal for the learner after watching the video numerous times is to model, to apply the target behavior, and to generalize skills. There are numerous resources in your handout, and the resources will take you to some places where there is more information in depth on how to do video modeling. There are certain steps and certain guidelines to do it properly. And there are also resources like social stories or videos already created by other people, and you can get ideas on how to do it and how to do it properly. Another resource that I added to the handout is called We Speak Pod, which is a fantastic Facebook blog. And it's done by family, two parents, Karen and Adam Owens. They live in Florida, and after the death of their oldest son, the family decided to adopt other children that were diagnosed with multiple disabilities. And so they, Karen and her husband, have implemented the POD, P-O-D-D, communication system for their children that are nonverbal, and are documenting the journey, their experience day by day with their Facebook blog. And on the blog, there's tons of information, tons of modeling, example after example of always presume competence and do your best to help your kids to reach their full potential. So every day I read what they do because I learn so much from their experience, and I recommend you to go and check it out. Another resource that uses video in a very unique way, it's here. Let's go back. Okay, it's called Steps Before Step Scanning. It's an initial set of activities based on the work of Linda Burkhardt. I don't know if you know Linda Burkhardt. She's a kind of a celebrity. She has a framework to teach kids how to properly use switches. And it's called Two Switches to Success. Stepping stones to switch access. Linda is an internationally known pioneer in the field of simplified technology for children that face severe challenges. And she has developed numerous adapted switch and applications for using switches with her children. Now, the activity in this collection represents stepping stone 1 to 4. So step 1 is single switch cause and effect. Then step 2 is multiple location and multiple functions. Step 3 is 2 switches to functions. And then step 4, learning to switches, step scan, move, get. And if you want to know more, you can go to lindaburkhardt.com and learn more about her work. Now, the activities in this collection will work with most switch interfaces, and you have to set up the switch interface to send the keyboard equivalent of 1 and 2. And there is a small embedded program in the installation of the activities. It's called the Wood Key that enables the software that this collection runs, and the software is called MindExpress, and it is published by Jabla, a company based in Belgium. And this little program recognizes a variety of switch interfaces. So you can use an IntelliSwitch, or you can use the AbleNet Bluetooth switch, or you can use Jabla's switch interface, which is called the Woodpecker. And you have all this information in your handout. So what we're going to look is the cause and effect direct portion, because there are videos here. And this level is for those individuals who do not understand yet that they can activate a switch to make something happen. The activities in this group are designed to respond directly to movement on and off of the switch. So there are videos, there are songs, and they play on contact with the switch and stop immediately when the switch is released. So as long as the switch is kept down, is pressed, the song or the video will play. And when the switch is released, the video or song will pause. In order to let it go again, the learner has to hit the switch again. And so this helps the individual's brain to make that clear connection between cause and effect. So I'm going to click on videos, and then there are videos or my videos. So this collection gives the user the ability to be customized, to add own videos and own particular videos, particular songs, but there is already a starting set already created.
Fitting video.
So here, for example, I'm going to select this one where Linda Burkhardt says a story. And I'm going to
Kangaroo video.
I'm touching my 1 and 2, my switches. So the left switch.
Happy Sun video.
To navigate.
Dog video. Sun video model.
And I'm going to select this video. And now if I touch the switch on the left,
Hi, Sam.
and I keep it down,
Oh, looks like you have something to say. More to say. I want hug. You want a hug. Okay, you can have a hug.
okay, now I'm releasing the switch, and you will see that the video pauses, and it will stay paused until I hit the switch again. I touch the switch and keep it pressed.
Nice hug.
So that's what I'm doing right now.
You have something else to say?
And if I release, it will pause it again. And this video, Linda did it because it's a nice video modeling for POD, the communication system that she presents on all the time and uses with her own children, with the children that she works with. So this is one example.
Spinning video.
And let's see.
Kangaroo Happy Sun video. Puppy story vid. Some video. Fish with music video.
Okay, I'm selecting this other one. And now again, I'm pressing 1. And I'm releasing the switch on the left. Now I'm pressing it again. I can use basically both switches at this level, the left or the right, and they both will activate and pause when they are released. So this is one use.
Spinning video.
And again, this is a collection that works with videos. And here you can add your own videos if you want. You can download them from websites that allow you to do that. You can shoot your own videos. You can have MP3 files for songs, because again, you can use videos or songs in this collection. And at this level, the learner will have a clear understanding of one switch cause and effect. And then you have one switch activities, two switches, and in the two switch activities, you have two videos. So in this other level that uses videos,
spinning, and Happy Sun videos.
I'm selecting this one. Learners have two switches, and the two switches at this level do two different things. So the switch on the left will activate the video on the left, and the switch on the right activates the video on the right. So two different things. And the video plays for a certain amount of seconds, and then it stops, and the student has to activate the switch again to continue watching the video or listening to the song if you are using it with songs. So this is another example of videos. And also there is a, again, about videos. Yeah, we have a little more time. Let's see. The Tar Heel game website. Okay, right here. So this is offered by University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, the same one that does the Tar Heel Reader website. And basically, it lets you create a timed switch version of videos that are available on YouTube. You can search, select a video, and then with a few clicks, it really is fast and simple. You can create a version that is accessible by switch, by touch screen, keyboard, mouse, or even an eye gaze, since the targets on the page are pretty large. Once you launch the website, you can either find the game or create a new one. So let's see if I go here. Let's see if I can start my website. Okay. Just want to show you how it looks when you start. Okay, so when you open the page, you can find a game play or you can create your own. And in order to create your own gameplay, you will need to register. The registration process is simple. You have to ask for an invitation code. So send an email, and the email will get back to you with an invitation code. And then with that invitation code, you will be able to register on the website and create your own video. Or you can just go to find a gameplay that you like, and there are different categories, and see what other people have done. So there was one that I liked and I wanted to show you. So I'm going to search for dog. Again, you can see that I love dogs, right? I have two dogs. And I'm going to search on all topics and dog. Okay, so there is this one here. Let's pick the first one.
Here he comes with a giggle and a hop, running so fast that he just can't stop. Hello, Spot, Spot, hello. Happy little puppy, always on the go. Hello, Spot. Dog.
And see what happens. The person that created this activity wants the child to see the word dog. This is a video about dogs, so every certain amount of seconds, decided when this activity was created, there is a word or some message that will pop up on the screen, and in order to continue viewing the video, you have to touch your switch or touch the screen or look at the word dog with your eye tracking device, etc. So I'm going to touch the screen with my mouse right now.
Wait for me, I want to come along and see the things you see.
And the video will continue. I wanted to show you one other example of a different use. So this is by using an advanced programming, because there are 3 levels of video that you can create. A very simple, a basic one that will take you a few seconds to create, and then one more advanced, and then a more complex one. And this is the more complex one.
Be a musician.
So when you open the page, you will have a choice. The student will have a choice to decide be a musician, or be a scientist, or an artist, or a doctor, etc. So I'm going to select be an artist. And a specific video will start.
Painters use creativity to make new works of art.
Paint the mural.
And I can paint the mural. And I will
Choose another job.
I will see the person that paints the mural, and then I can choose another job or I can quit.
Be a scientist.
So be a doctor. And then I have the video of the doctor.
Doctors make people feel better with medicine.
Use stethoscope.
So there is a lot of vocabulary here, stethoscope, doctor, and the vocabulary is used in context, so it makes more sense. Kids see how it is used and understand better the meaning of the word. Okay, I'm going to stop here, and I will see if there are any questions. So this is Tar Heel gameplay, and if you have questions that you may think for later, just send me an email, and I will be very, very happy to answer your questions. And again, I'm reminding you that on the 20th of April, next week on Thursday, we are going to have the third part of the webinar. And in this third part, we're going to talk about expressive language activity. So we're going to explore tools to write a script and tools to animate a character and different applications for computers or for mobile devices that will make your students more creative. So projects, how you can structure a project and what you can do and what tools. Book Creator will be one of the tools that we will use, and other ones that allow students to create and express themselves.